It's that time of the year where the Grammys prove to everybody that they just don't care about music. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Grammy 2026 nominations. I did this last year, so if you're interested to see that video, go check it out. The nominations last year actually weren't half bad, you know. There's been a lot worse years than last year, so I've seen some stuff about this year. I've seen some people saying that it's pretty bad, so overall, like, I haven't been super tuned into new music this year. I feel like it's been kind of a weaker year for new music. First category here is Record of the Year. DTMF, Bad Bunny, Manchild, Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety, Wildflower, Abacadabra, Luther, is that it? The Subway, and APT. Oh my god. I don't know why APT is in here. That song is horrible. You got the usual suspects here. I expected to see Chappell Roan in here. You know, I'm not surprised Lady Gaga's in here. The Grammys always love some Gaga. Billie Eilish, I don't know why Wildflower is in here. That song came out in like early 2024. I don't know why that's still being considered. That's strange to me. Anxiety, that song gets way more hate than it deserves. Doechie's an incredibly talented artist. Is that her best song? It's not even close to it, but I just know that song is gonna get so much hate for being in this. But honestly, I don't hate it. Would I choose it to win? No, but it's not the worst thing ever. Manchild, it's all right. It's kind of Sabrina Carpenter by the numbers. Bad Bunny, I don't really get the Bad Bunny hype, so I definitely wouldn't pick that for Record of the Year. This is such a weak field, man. This feels like such a, like, I gotta go Luther because just like in terms of what I would want to listen to, that's the one I would choose out of all of these. But it's not even like close to the best song off GNX. What I think they're gonna pick, it's honestly probably Manchild by Sabrina Carpenter. That feels like it's got the major pop appeal, but it does still have like a nice level of bite to it and sass to it that I think the Grammys are gonna like. So I think they're gonna go with Manchild, but I would go with Luther. Album of the Year, we got the Bad Bunny album, I'm not gonna try and say it. We got Swag by Justin Bieber, Man's Best Friend, Sabrina Carpenter, Let God Sort 'Em Out. Wow, that's cool to see that in here, that's great. Mayhem by Lady Gaga, GNX, Mutt by Leon Thomas, and Chromacopia. I'm just so happy that the Clips record is in here. It's not my album of the year in my opinion, but it's definitely up there. It's probably in the top 10 for me. Really cool to see that in here. I don't know why Justin Bieber's record is in here. Get that out of here. Get that out of here, man. I'm not a huge fan of the Bad Bunny record. I don't really see the hype. The Lady Gaga record's pretty good. GNX is amazing, of course. Leon Thomas, I listened to that recently. Kind of a sleeper, I guess, like R&B pick. I mean, Chromacopia, it's a solid Tyler album. I don't feel like it deserves to win out of this list here. For me, it's Let God Sort 'Em Out. That's easily the pick for me. I think it's easily the strongest album here. What do I think they're actually going to give it to? I feel like they would give it to either Mayhem or the Bad Bunny record, to be honest. Song of the Year, Abacadabra again by Lady Gaga, Anxiety again, APT again, DTMF by Bad Bunny, Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters, I actually haven't heard that, Luther, Manchild, and Wildflower. I keep not being able to say that. Again, another kind of weak crop of tracks here. It's kind of similar to Record of the Year. Me personally, I would go again with Luther. What do I think they're gonna go with? I guess like, it's probably Manchild again, right? I feel like, you know, as much as I was a little bit disappointed by that Sabrina Carpenter record this year, I think she's gonna kind of win a lot of these Grammys, to be honest, because it's just kind of a weaker field. And honestly, I'm kind of like disregarding Wildflower, because again, in my mind, I don't even know why that's in here. A song is eligible if it was first released or it first achieved prominence during the eligibility year. Okay, I guess Wildflower had a bigger year in 2025, but like also it came out early 2024. So I don't know, kind of weird. Best New Artist, this is another extremely weak crop of artists in my opinion. Olivia Dean is all right. I've heard a couple singles from her. Cat's Eye, boring in my opinion. The Marias are fine. Addison Rae, her debut album is a little bit overhyped. Somber, sure. I mean, you gotta have Somber in here. I mean, do I love him? No, but he's had a huge year. Leon Thomas, talked about him earlier. Alex Warren, God, please don't let Alex Warren win. And Lola Young. For me personally, I guess I would go with the Marias, but again, this feels like a very weak crop of artists here. Maybe I'm just like a boomer now. Maybe I just am not tuned in to new music as much as I should be. But like, I don't really understand the hype with any of these. I guess like the music I've enjoyed the most out of this is the Maria's album from 2024. But even that, it's like, it's produced well. It's a good vibe, but like, other than that, I guess it just doesn't really do much for me. What do I think they're gonna actually give it to? There's no chance they give it to Alex Warren. I wouldn't be surprised if they go with like they're not gonna give it to Addison Rae. It just feels like it's not quite her time yet, you know? I wouldn't be surprised, maybe the Marias, man. Either the Marias, Somber, or Leon Thomas. That's what I'm gonna guess. Next category I wanna touch on here, Best Pop Solo Performance, Daisies by Justin Bieber, Manchild, Disease, The Subway, and Messy. Best Pop Solo Performance. I mean, if we're talking just the performance itself, I mean, The Subway is the easy pick here, in my opinion. Daisies is a boring Justin Bieber track. Manchild is just kind of by the numbers again, Sabrina Carpenter. I think if we're talking, I guess this, for new vocal, I guess it doesn't say vocal performance, but that's what it makes me think. So I'm gonna go Subway. I wouldn't be surprised if they picked that as well. Best Pop Vocal Album, Swag by Justin Bieber. Oh my God. When are we gonna realize that Justin Bieber is just like a fine vocalist? Like, I guess, technically speaking, I guess he's good, but like, there's just really no flavor to it. Man's Best Friend, sure, Something Beautiful. Miley Cyrus, actually, cool to see that in here. I think it's one of her better records in her catalog. And then Mayhem by Lady Gaga. If we're going, oh, I've Tried Everything But Therapy by Teddy Swims. I don't know why some of these aren't bolded. If we're going just off vocals here, none of these really stand out to me, to be honest. I guess Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. Kind of a weak year, I'm starting to realize here. So what do I think is gonna win? Probably the Sabrina record as well. Next up here, I haven't listened to every album in this category, but Best Dance/Electronic Album. Great to see FKA Twigs in there. Eusexua, great album from this year. Probably a top 5 record for me. They love Fred Again. Fred Again's always going to be in there. Cool to see Pink Pantheress' record in there as well. Fancy that. I mean, the pick from this is easy for me. It should be the FKA Twigs record. I think she might honestly actually have a good chance of winning that. Best Rock Album here, I would go with Private Music by Deftones. I've only heard the Turnstile and actually no, I've heard the Youngblood record too. I haven't heard the Linkin Park or the Haim. But yeah, Private Music is easily the strongest out of this. I would be, you know, I would think they would either give it to Turnstile or Deftones. Either of those two kind of have it in the bag, but I would go with Deftones. All right, pretty important category to me here because, you know, I'm an alt boy. God, that was so cringe. Best Alternative Music Album, Sable Fable by Bon Iver, Songs of a Lost World by The Cure, Don't Tap the Glass, Moisturizer, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. I actually haven't heard the Hayley Williams record, but I've heard everything else in this category here. The strongest for me, honestly, this is kind of, again, a weak year for this category, but there's also like so many other records that could be in here. I guess the last Dinner Party record came out way too late, but like Nourished by Time, is that too neat? Is that too like underground to be in the Grammys? I don't know. That's a great record. Black Country New Road should be in here. I don't know why they aren't in here. They're not like super underground. Stereolab, I'm kind of surprised that's not in here. Like, these are all decent albums, but just I don't love really any of these. I guess personal preference, I would give it to the Bon Iver record. I think that's one of his stronger albums, to be honest. I'm not a huge Bon Iver fan, but I do really like that album. So I would personally give it to the Bon Iver record. What I think is gonna win is probably, you know, like, it's probably either The Cure or the Wet Leg record. I feel like the Grammys would really like that Wet Leg album, and again, it's not bad, but it's just not quite for me. Okay, Best Rap Performance. This is a good category here. Outside by Cardi B. Sure, I guess. Chains and Whips, Anxiety, TV Off, Darling I. I mean, it's between TV Off and Chains and Whips, right? It's gotta be. I would go with Chains and Whips here. TV Off is great, but it's not even like one of the stronger performances off that album, in my opinion. I feel like the production more so is kind of the standout of that track. So I would go with Chains and Whips. That is an unbelievable song. The Kendrick feature is great as well. So that would easily win it, and I actually think that's probably what's gonna win it. I mean, it's just like clearly the best quality out of this list here. All right, Best Rap Song. Anxiety, again. The Birds Don't Sing, yes, love to see that in here. Sticky by Tyler, love that track. Really cool that that's in here, actually. TJIF, I feel like I should know what that is. It's Glorilla. I probably, if I heard it, I would know what it is. TV Off as well. Best rap song, it's got to be The Birds Don't Sing, right? I mean, just if we're speaking pure quality here, Sticky's a banger. It's such a fun track, but I don't think the Grammys are going to take it as seriously as some of these other songs. It's between the Birds Don't Sing and TV Off. I wouldn't be surprised if TV Off won, but I think Birds Don't Sing is gonna take this. And it took me a while to even realize that Stevie Wonder was on that track, but really cool that he is featured on that too. It's just crazy. So, best rap album, here we go. Huge category here. Let God Sort 'Em Out should be in here, of course. Glorious by Glorilla, it's fine. There's better rap albums from female artists that should be in here. The Little Sims album should definitely be in here. God Does Like Ugly Jid, it's all right. It's not as good as The Forever Story, in my opinion. GNX, Chromacopia. You know, this isn't actually bad. This is a good list of albums here. The Grammys didn't fully screw it up. I would go with Let God Sort 'Em Out. It's not even close. I think they're gonna go with that too. I think Clips is gonna do really good at the Grammys. I think they're gonna take home quite a bit. Maybe I'm in my own little world here. Maybe the Grammys aren't thinking of them as fondly as I am. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard many of the albums in this section or this category, Best Latin Pop Album, but I did want to point out Cancionera by Natalia Lafourcade, one of my favorite albums of the year. Pulling for that. I hope that wins. And it probably actually has a good shot. It's probably between her and Karol G. That's gonna do it for this video. I know I didn't go over every category here, but honestly, the music that the Grammys had to choose from this year, this isn't the worst, you know, year for the Grammys. I mean, like, I guess the best new artist category to me is a little bit strange. Best song, best record, there's some stuff in there that I'm like, it's all right. I don't really think it should be in here, but you know, you're always gonna have a couple picks in the Grammys that you just don't understand at all. But yeah, in terms of how this compares to other Grammys years, it's really not the worst thing. Really solid rap category in my opinion. I think they actually kind of nailed it on the head with that. Let's hope that Clips takes home a bunch of Grammys this year. Maybe Kendrick as well, but he did take home quite a bit last year, so maybe it won't be time for him. You know, I would like to see Clips win a couple Grammys here. And yeah, no Quebec, sadly. I had to represent, you know, because like if Vanisher made it into like the best alternative album, that would be so crazy, man. That'd be so insane. But maybe we're not quite there yet. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.